We want to talk about stress management and anxiety in relation to how we manage our mental health, the management of mental health. So, what we want, if we want to describe stress can be described as an emotional imbalance suffered by a human being or other animals. It can also be defined as an aggression towards an organism or individual resulting in a response in an attempt to restore previous conditions. So when we're talking about stress can come in different ways. The way you interact with people, when we're talking about education, for example, the way you choose your study materials, the way you sit down in class, so many distractions. If you are studying in an environment that is full of noise and other things like that, it can cause distractions for you. So you have to try to take note of that. Choosing the type of seat you will use in sitting is also part of what can contribute to stress management. So the way you now manage all those things, it matters a lot. So when we want to, who are the people that can be affected by these things? So it can be anybody can be a victim of stress management and anxiety. So before we can one of the type of people is parents, children, virtually everybody can be affected by stress. So other things like all these gender, LGBTQ, gender disparity and other things, they are also, peer pressure is also part of what can contribute to stress management. So what are now the solutions to stress management? We can manage our stress level by getting more physical activities, following a healthy diet, minimizing the use of phone and screen usage. So the level at which we use our phone and we stay at the front of our screen, either television or laptop, it also matters a lot. Consider supplements. Certain supplements will also reduce levels of stress, including magnesium, lutein, rhodiola and B vitamins. Then you practice self-care. Then you can also engage yourself in other things like exercise. You can take little caffeine. Level of your intake of caffeine also matters. Caffeinated drinks like coffee and all these carbonated drinks too, that are highly concentrated in caffeine, they can affect your level of management of stress and anxiety. They can contribute to those issues. So you spend time with people too. You don't isolate yourself from the environment. So it's also part of them. So you create boundaries and learn to say no. It's not everything people come to you for. It's not everything you would have to give it out to them. So you can also say no in some cases, because people take you for granted. They tend to take you for granted. When you always say yes, they will use the opportunity they will use it against you. Human being now, so they can use it. So you avoid procrastination too. Don't waste time on anything you want to do. Whatever is worth doing at all is worth doing well. So we can also talk about it there is proof for it in the Holy Quran too. Quran chapter, Surah to Yunus, I think Quran chapter 12, so verses 62 to 64. When Allah is saying that Allah inna ba'da a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Allah inna awliya Allah la khawfun alayhim wa lahum yahzanun. Allah said, listen, all the companions, all the allies, close friends of Almighty Allah, alayhim la khawfun alayhim, they don't fear, and at the same time they don't grieve. So alladhina amanu wa kanu yattaqun. If you rely on Almighty Allah, you have faith in Allah, you are pious, you can never grieve. Anxiety and stress, you will know how to manage it. The moment you are following the instructions and the injunctions of Islam and Almighty and the Quran, you cannot experience stress and anxiety. And if you experience it, you will be able to come back from it easily than people that are not that are not saddled with that kind of that mindset, that doesn't have that Islam in them. So it also part of it. So many other things. The ayat is also, it goes further, trying to explain so many things and the attributes of people who are the allies and the close friends of Almighty Allah. So I think there are other factors that contribute to stress and anxiety. For work, family issues, health concern, and financial obligations too. They are also part of them. So those are the major things we can try to explain in this section of the meeting. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh.